Welcome to Women's Social Corner. I'm Janvi and this is WSC Picks. Today we are at Nini's kitchen and interestingly we are going to talk to the person who is behind this beautiful place. We'll deep dive into her journey, her challenges and the future ahead. Welcome Navneet to our show.
Thank you.
Navneet, I have seen and read about different facets of your life, from being a mother, a professor to running this beautiful place.
Right.
But what was more interesting was the picture of your mother, who was into army.
Yeah.
Tell us, how did that upbringing, that background shaped you as a person?
So coming from army, I was used to moving places every 3 years.
Okay.
So, just when you got a little comfortable, made friends and started calling that place your home, boom, you'd be hit with a brand new posting in a new station. And the whole drill would begin all over again.
Okay.
So, somewhere down the years, that fear of change disappeared.
Okay.
And adaptability became my second nature. So now, as a restaurant owner, this really helped me when COVID hit us. Because जब COVID आया था तो everybody was like, okay, restaurant industry is now doomed. It's over, done with, अब कुछ नहीं हो सकता. And that's when I realized कि ठीक है भाई, लोग रेस्टोरेंट में खाना खाने नहीं आएंगे, पर ब्रेड खाना तो बंद नहीं करेंगे ना. घर पे बैठ के सेलिब्रेट करने के लिए केक काटना तो बंद नहीं करेंगे. And that's when I came up with this idea of Baked by Nini. So, instead of completely shutting shop, we decided to focus all our energies in building this brand, Baked by Nini's. And today, and today we have 12 outlets across Gujarat.
Lovely.
So I guess army was the one who taught me how to convert Apda into Avsar. So
But still, having no background in business or didn't know, and not having anyone in the family who was into this field,
right.
How did you get into business, and how did the risk-taking ability come from?
बिल्कुल सुनने में कूल नहीं लगने वाला ये, but I don't have a single risk-taking bone in my body.
And still so much.
No, between me and Ankit, my husband, he's the one who's the risk taker.
Okay.
And it was his idea to come up with a restaurant. I was just there. I was happy with my day job, and I was just there to, lend him a helping hand. But the more I extended my helping hand, I realized that, okay, this is it, and now there is no going back.
Okay.
So, I guess I'm more of a accidental entrepreneur. Yeah.
But on your way, what are the few things that you learned only by doing it? Aisa kuch you would want to share that, this is the thing I learned the hard way.
Yeah, everything. Everything that I know today is by learning it the hard way. I was the one, if you tell me कि ये table के ऊपर ये stain नहीं जा रहा है, तो I will teach you कि ये कैसे जाएगा. If you tell me कि ये faucets के ऊपर जो दाग हैं ये नहीं जा रहे, तो I'll be like, वो 30 रुपए का पीताम्बरी पाउडर आता है, वो लाके घिस दो, निकल जाएगा. Because I've done it all myself. Everything has been done by me. हाँ, ये विनेगर के साथ मेन्यू साफ कर दो, ये हो जाएगा. तो सब कुछ मैंने किया है, and that's why whenever new staff comes, they can't tell me कि मैम ये तो निकल ही नहीं रहा है. I'm like, okay, मैं बताती हूँ, ये ऐसे निकलता है. Because I've done it.
You've done everything.
Yeah, I've done everything.
And also, there are so many people who emphasize that you should pick up one thing and become an expert in it.
Yeah.
But you're the one who is a professor, you are into dental field, and then there is this restaurant, and you are also a mother. Tell us, how do you juggle between all of that, and also the diverse fields, does that help?
Yeah. So for 8 years, I was working as a full-time professor in my dental college by the day, and I was managing Nini's by the night. And I continue to do this even after I became a mom. But since last year, Baked by Nini's has grown at a very fast rate. And somewhere I started feeling that I was not able to do justice to all three things. So I kind of took a back seat from teaching full time. I love teaching. I will never quit it. So right now I'm just doing guest lectures. Now this was a conscious decision so that I could give more time to both my baby and my brand. Yeah, and as far as my daughter is concerned, they say that it takes a village to raise a child, and it also takes a village to support the child's mom.
Yeah.
So
no one says that.
Yeah. So no superpowers here, just an amazing support system in the form of my family that's always kind of had my back.
That's
so, yeah.
But you had a very eventful journey.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would have done differently now that you look back?
Do you like Shahrukh Khan?
Love.
I don't know anyone who doesn't love Shahrukh Khan. So Shahrukh Khan says that success is never a good teacher, right? Anything that you know has to come from a string of failures.
Yeah.
So whatever we know right now is from the constant mistakes that we've made and all the initial setbacks that we had. If we hadn't made those mistakes, we wouldn't be the person that we are today. So I don't think I would have done anything differently because I'm really proud of my journey and the person that those failures, those mistakes has made me today.
True.
So yeah, I
nothing.
wouldn't. Yeah, nothing.
But when I look at your journey, there were no walk-ins, as you also said that board pe Nini's kitchen pura likhwane ka bhi matlab you didn't have funds, there were no revenues coming.
Right.
What kept you going at that time?
I used to Google how to run a restaurant because मुझे नहीं पता था कि how to run a restaurant. Like I recently gave a TED talk and I told those guys कि please मेरे जैसे और बहुत सारे लोग होंगे जो ये Google करते होंगे क्योंकि तब मुझे Google सर्च में कुछ नहीं मिलता था तो आप मेरे TED talk का टाइटल how to run a restaurant रखना ताकि कोई Google करे तो उसको कुछ इंसाइट मिले. So ऐसे ही सर्च करते करते मैंने कहीं पढ़ा तो किसी ने बोला कि जब आप कोई भी नया बिजनेस करते हो तो 1 साल तक आप उससे कुछ भी एक्सपेक्ट मत करना. तो हमारे को ना एक लोकल वाला कैलेंडर मिला हुआ था, वो देसी, वो ग्रोसरी स्टोर में हर नए साल पे फ्री कैलेंडर मिलता है, तो वो मेरी दीवार पे था. एंड आई गॉट अ रेड मोटा मार्कर एंड एट द एंड ऑफ एवरी डे आई वुड पुट अ क्रॉस ऑन इट कि आज का दिन तो सरवाइव कर लिया, अभी कुछ भी करके मुझे बाकी के 364 डेज और निकालने हैं एंड तब तक मुझे हिम्मत नहीं हारनी है. एंड at the end of 1 week I'd be like, अच्छा 1 हफ्ता निकल गया, वो रेड मार्क्स मिलते थे, चलो गुड, अभी इतने दिन और है, मुझे और बस करना है. Yeah. So that is what we used to do. Yeah.
And during this journey, it was Ankit's idea, you chipped in together, you worked together. But tell us that how did that bond between Ankit and you evolved during the time? Because सब रोजी पिंकी नहीं है, You have a love story और बहुत सारी मुश्किलें हैं.
Right. So I always say this, प्यार, मोहब्बत, यारी, दोस्ती, ताज़ा माज़ा, that only makes sense if you have a lot of balance in your account. But once that thing goes away, तो ना आपको वो जो गुलाबी चश्मा जो आपने बोला वो निकल जाता है. So, but by nature also me and Ankit are complete opposites. And तब when it was a very small 42-seater restaurant, there were just 20 people, we used to fight like cats and dogs. मतलब क्योंकि हमारे बहुत डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियंस होते थे, मतलब इतना होते थे कि स्टाफ चलो शुरू हो गया, पॉपकॉर्न लेके बैठ जाओ, अब ये दोनों लड़ते रहेंगे बहुत देर तक. बट इट्स गुड दैट वी यूज्ड टू फाइट बिकॉज जब आप फाइट करते हो मतलब डिफरेंस ऑफ ओपिनियन है एंड it's at the end of the day it's good for your brand.
It helps.
Yeah, you have both perspectives and then you choose whatever is best for the brand. So yes, and over the years our bond has really grown because वही बात है कि जब वो झेल लिया, वो टाइम झेल लिया जब बिजली नहीं थी, मतलब रेस्टोरेंट की बिजली तो छोड़ो, घर की भी बिजली काट के चले गए थे, वैसा हालत था. एंड I had a massive loan and I had to sell off my jewelry, all those things. जब वो सर्वाइव कर लिया तो मतलब अभी तो कुछ भी देख लेंगे, ऐसा हो गया. सो it has grown. It has grown.
बट उस टाइम पे कभी ऐसा नहीं हुआ राइट कि रेस्टोरेंट छोड़ दे, अंकित को छोड़ दे, ऐसा कुछ नहीं हुआ?
नहीं नहीं, ऐसा नहीं हुआ because like I was like, what is he gonna do without me? Like I can't leave him alone to fend for himself.
He needs such a love story.
Yeah, he needs a superwoman like me. So yeah,
totally.
Yeah.
And also in your talk you say that most restaurants say कि हमें तो खाना बहुत पसंद है, we are very passionate about food, but you said that you don't have to be passionate about cooking or food to run a restaurant. So if you can throw some insights on that.
So it's like I said, it's at the end of the day it's just business.
Yeah,
that is the reason why most of the famous chefs are not able to run successful restaurants.
Yeah,
you'll see them on TV as reality TV stars or whatever, but when it comes to running a restaurant, you might not have those success stories from that because you need that business acumen.
True.
Being passionate about cooking is one thing and having that business acumen is completely different thing. You need to have multiple skills. You need to have people skill, you need to have management skills, you need to know how to deal with your staff.
Yeah.
So there are multiple things. Just because you're good in cooking will not make you a good restaurant runner. Yeah.
And like you said, there must be so many people who must be like doing Google, you know, कि restaurant कैसे चलाते हैं. But if you have to, you know, advise anyone who is starting a restaurant, who aspires to do that, what are the advices you would give कि ये मत ही करो या ये तो कर लो?
सबसे पहले तो पूछो ये क्यों कर रहे हो.
Okay.
Why are you doing this? Like, why are you doing this? Is it because like me, जैसे कि मुझे भी ये delusion था कि हमारा एक प्यारा सा कैफे हो, उसमें गाने बजें, लोग आएं, सब कुछ अच्छा अच्छा हो, लोग हमें बोल के जाएं वाह क्या क्या खूबसूरत जगह है आपकी, एंड यू नो नोट बरसे हमारे ऊपर. अगर आपको ये आपका मेंटालिटी है तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. देयर इज business side to things as well, just like I was talking that every ours is a multi-cuisine family restaurant, because from the business side of things it makes more sense to target families rather than making a cafe and targeting you know students and youngsters. So this is where the business acumen thing comes. Yes. True. So like I said कि वो ग्लैमर और वो सब हटाकर आपको थोड़ा रियलिस्टिक होकर सोचना पड़ेगा, because at the end of the day you have rents to pay, you have staff salaries to pay, there are people out there, your staff who are looking up to you कि हाँ भाई अगर मेरे जिंदगी में कुछ भी ऐसा गड़बड़ हुआ तो ये एक ब्रांड है जो हमको सपोर्ट करेगा.
Correct. True. And Navneet, you have like so many, अभी तो branches हो गए Nini's Kitchen के, you're doing a lot. अभी sitting at your restaurant वो sense of achievement वाला feeling आता है, like I've done something in life?
Honestly ऐसा नहीं होता है. Like I was just talking to you earlier also कि वो रेस्टोरेंट में बैठ के वो अचीवमेंट तो बाद की बात है, पहले ये नज़र में आता है अरे वो सोफे का कवर फट गया है, अरे 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 ये क्या कर रहा है, ये आइस इसने कम डाली है इसके अंदर. सो यू नो आई एम कॉन्स्टेंटली थिंकिंग कि ये क्या कर रहा है, वो क्या, देयर मल्टीपल थिंग्स रनिंग इन माई हेड. तो बिकॉज आई स्टिल हैव माइल्स टू गो बिफोर आई स्लीप इज व्हाट आई फील. तो वो बैठ के वो सेंस ऑफ अचीवमेंट तो अभी नहीं आ रहा है, अभी बहुत कुछ और करना है. ट्रू. या
now you have achieved so much, मतलब realization है कि नहीं you have achieved, but now what do you dream of?
Yeah, so like I was just telling you, once a teacher always a teacher. And you know restaurant industry is very taxing physically also and mentally also, and this is the reason why many educated people choose not to work in this industry. Like even though they have IHM या hotel management का degree, they will opt to do something else rather than going here, because now they know what it involves getting into this. But at the same time, unfortunately in India, we have this lot of people who don't have access to education. And they are jobless. True. But ऐसा नहीं है कि उनके पास motivation या drive नहीं है, उनके circumstances ऐसे थे. तो अगर हम उनको कोई इंडस्ट्री स्पेसिफिक ट्रेनिंग दें, सो यू नो वी कैन रियली अपलिफ्ट दैट कैटेगरी ऑफ पीपल. आई हैव बीन डूइंग दिस ऑन अ मच स्मॉलर स्केल इन माय रेस्टोरेंट, वेयर देयर आर पीपल हु डोंट हैव एक्सेस टू एजुकेशन, पर उनको ऐसे सिखाया जाए, उनकी लैंग्वेज में सिखाया जाए और उनको बताया जाए, इंडस्ट्री स्पेसिफिक ट्रेनिंग दी जाए, बोथ culinary and service. I have seen them do wonders. Like if you go to our Prahlad Nagar outlet, there is this girl called Deepika. So Deepika is just 9th pass. Okay, and when she came to us, she said कि मुझे नौकरी चाहिए, and I was like आपने 10th भी पास नहीं किया, आपको कैसे हम रखे, कुछ आता होगा. She was like मैं सीख लूँगी. So she was that motivated, and I just loved that. And then I was like अभी सर्विस में तो जगह नहीं है, अभी पिकअप में जगह है हमारे पास. So पिकअप is like वो बड़ी बड़ी ट्रेज उठा के कढ़ाई पनीर लबाबदार और वो सब जो लेकर आते हैं, जो आपके टेबल पे फूड रखते हैं, like that's like a completely man's job. So she was so driven, so motivated. She's like मैं पिकअप में भी काम कर लूंगी. And kitchen is this high pressure area, okay? वहाँ पे सब गाली गलोच और सब कुछ चल रहा होता है. 6 नंबर का ऑर्डर दे, 1 नंबर का ऑर्डर दे, 2 नंबर वाला चीख रहा है. This is the माहौल inside. And I was like ये तो एक दिन में भाग जाएगी, ये तो नहीं सर्वाइव कर पाएगी. बट दीपिका वॉज सो स्मार्ट, वो अपना ऑर्डर धक्के मुक्के मार के यू नो वो ले ही आती थी. सो देन वी वर लाइक बेटिंग कि नहीं ये 2 दिन में चली जाएगी. तीमा बेटिंग करते करते यस शी वॉज देयर फॉर 6 months. ओके. सो देन आई स्टार्टेड ट्रेनिंग हर कि उसको लैंग्वेज बैरियर था, उसको समझ में नहीं आता था, पर उसको उसकी भाषा में समझाया कि ये इसको जालापिनो नहीं बोलना है, ये ज से है लेकिन आप इसको हैलापिनो बोलो. उसको रटवाया, पकड़ के रटवाया कि ये लेमनेड है, लेमनेड नींबू पानी को भी बोलते हैं, यू नो बिठा के उसको सिखाया. तो उसके पास कोई ऐसे वो एजुकेशन नहीं है, वो सेंटेंस भी फ्रेम नहीं कर सकती. या बट नाउ यू आस्क हर She knows पूरा menu by heart. वो जैसे
Yeah.
हिंदी पिक्चर में बटर मसाला पनीर मसाला, she'll tell you like that. She'll
Okay.
tell you the recipe also.
Okay.
So that is when I realized that अगर ये इतने small scale पे इतना difference कर रहा है, then eventually I would like to do it at a much bigger scale.
True.
Like I would like to open an institute which gives this industry specific training.
Yeah.
And I would
That's
like to,
the idea.
I want to change as many lives as possible. I want to make many Deepikas out of it. Do you know Deepika's story? And later she became a waiter, and now yesterday she got promoted to a captain. It was featured by Smriti Irani
Okay.
on Women's Day.
It's news.
Yeah. It was featured
True.
on her page. So that was amazing.
And now tell us, like, a decade in the food industry. I mean, food and restaurants have been here for like generations.
Yeah.
But tell us, what's that key to, you know, have something unique, or are you required to have some USP when you are, you know, running a restaurant? Like, what made you do it, like a success?
I think always prioritizing your guests over anything else.
Service, like
service, that personalized service.
Yeah.
Treating both your guests and your staff at the end of the day as human beings. मतलब कोई भी ऐसे आप पे चिल्लाने के लिए नहीं बैठा है. अगर आपके ऊपर कोई चिल्ला रहा है तो उसके साथ कुछ ऑर्डर उसमें प्रॉब्लम होगा. So we actually listen कि what is the complaint and we offer a solution instantly so that when the guest goes they know कि हाँ यहाँ ये एक जगह है कि भाई गलतियाँ तो सबसे होती है पर यहाँ एटलीस्ट हमारी सुनवाई होती है. Like somebody listens to that. Personalized touch is always there.
True.
So that is our USP.
True.
Yeah.
And lastly, like, tell us that looking at your eventful journey, how has it shaped you as a person, or has it changed something in you?
I used to be like really hyper and panicking at each and every small thing. Now being here for like 9 years, मतलब कितना पैनिक करने का, रोज कुछ ना कुछ कांड तो होता ही है.
एक्सपेक्टेड है.
या जैसे आनंद में संडे को पीक लंच आवर में लाइट चली गई और गेस्ट अंदर बैठे हुए हैं, तो क्या पैनिक करने का. लाइक पैनिक से क्या मिलेगा. अभी सोचो लाइक व्हाट एल्स कैन बी डन आउट ऑफ इट. एंड व्हाइल यू आर इन द मिडल ऑफ दिस, सूरत में एक वैले वाले ने किसी दूसरे का कार ठोक दिया. मतलब ऐसा कुछ ना कुछ मल्टीपल थिंग्स. माई फोन इज ऑलवेज बजिंग. अभी यहाँ पे ये हो गया, अभी यहाँ पे ये हो गया, अभी यहाँ पे. तो नाउ आई एम लाइक zen. Okay, things are going to go bad, but like just stay calm, think over it, and give a solution. So it has made me much more calmer. I think nothing tests your patience more than working in a restaurant. Some countries they have this rule कि 18 years होते ही उनको आर्मी ज्वाइन करवा देते हैं. इंडिया में ऐसा होना चाहिए कि 18 years होते ही सबको रेस्टोरेंट में काम करना कंपल्सरी होना चाहिए. रोड रेज और वो सब है, तू जानता नहीं मेरा बाप कौन है, ये वाला खत्म हो जाएगा. एकदम सब zen, state of zen हो जाने वाला है.
Oh God.
Yeah.
But tell me, apart from restaurant, what is your life like? Is there any other side to it?
I think anyone who gets into restaurant industry knows that there is no social life. There is no social. Like you have to stay. It's like joining army only. You have to stay away from your family. You have to have a discipline. कि जैसे मेरा डे स्टार्ट हो जाता है 6 बजे, 6:30 बजे आई एम एट माई प्रोडक्शन यूनिट इन चांगोदर. आई एम देयर टिल 3:30. देन आई कम बैक, आई गिव सम टाइम टू माई डॉटर. आई हैव डेज इन अ वीक डिवाइडेड कि ओके इस दिन मुझे गेस्ट लेक्चर लेने जाना है, इस दिन मुझे स्टाफ ट्रेनिंग करना है. That's it. Like I don't have any time to socialize or anything because this is my social life. My social life is like अच्छा विपिन के घर में बेटा हुआ है तो उसका बर्थडे है तो उसको मिलने जाना है. So my employees, my staff, and my friends. Yeah, this is my entire life. Yeah.
And wish you a lot more success.
Thank you.
A lot more branches.
Thank you so much.
And thank you so much for sharing your story with me. For more such interactions and interviews, keep watching Women's Social Corner. Thank you.